$4.3 trillion. That is the size of an economy most people have never heard of. Not the stock market, not real estate, not oil. It's an economy built entirely on one thing: human creativity. And here is what makes this moment different from any moment in history. Have you ever had an idea, a design, a story, a piece of art, but thought you did not have the skills, the tools, or the connections to do anything with it? That excuse just ran out because AI just changed who gets to enter this economy, and it changed it permanently. Let's start at the beginning. The term orange economy was coined in 2013 by Ivan Duque, who later became the president of Colombia, and economist Felipe Buitrago. Their argument was simple: creativity is not a hobby, it's an industry, and it deserves to be measured, tracked, and taken seriously as an economic engine. The color orange is deliberate. Across many cultures, orange represents creativity, energy, and culture. Film and television, music and audio, visual art and design, writing and publishing, video games and interactive media, architecture, fashion, advertising, animation, live performance, crafts and heritage arts. Anything where the primary raw material is a human idea. Now the numbers. According to ODI Global's 2024 research, the orange economy generates $4.3 trillion in revenue every year. That is 3.1% of global GDP. It supports 50 million jobs worldwide, and UNESCO estimates it accounts for 6.2% of all global employment. Does that sound like a soft industry to you? In many countries, it contributes more to GDP than agriculture. In India alone, the creative economy is currently valued at over $30 billion, employs close to 8% of the working population, and YouTube has already paid Indian creators over 21,000 crore in the last 3 years alone. In fact, at the Web Summit in Mumbai in May 2025, Prime Minister Modi officially declared that this is the dawn of India's orange economy. The government has since announced a $1 billion fund to turn India into a net exporter of creative content. This is not a niche trend. This is a $1 trillion economic shift, and it has been running for decades. So why have not most people entered it? Because for most of history, the orange economy had a wall around it. To make music, you needed a recording studio and a label. To publish a book, you needed an agent and a publisher willing to take a chance on you. To sell visual art, you needed gallery connections or a design portfolio that took years to build. To ship a video game, you needed a team of 20 to 50 people and often millions in funding. The orange economy was real, it was massive, but the production cost was so high that only a small group of people could actually participate. How many ideas have died? Not because they were not good enough, but because the cost of bringing them to life was simply too high. That question is no longer rhetorical, because something changed. Between 2022 and 2025, a wave of AI tools landed that fundamentally changed the production cost of creative work, not incrementally, fundamentally. In early 2022, Midjourney and DALL-E 2 launched within weeks of each other. For the first time, anyone could generate professional quality visuals from a text description. By late 2022, ChatGPT arrived, reaching 100 million users in just 2 months, the fastest adoption of any technology in history. By 2025, Midjourney alone had over 21 million registered users. It was generating an estimated $300 million in revenue, entirely self-funded with zero venture capital. And 75% of freelancers in the US across writing, design, coding, and more now use generative AI tools in their daily work. So, what did all of this actually change for someone who wants to enter the orange economy? Everything. AI did not kill the creative economy. It demolished the production cost. Design used to need years of Photoshop training, the barrier is gone. Writing used to require editors, agents, and publishers as gatekeepers. That barrier is largely gone. Game assets used to require full art teams. Gone. The barrier was never talent. The barrier always was production cost. Let's talk about what this actually looks like in practice, starting with design and visual art. AI image generation tools let anyone produce professional quality illustrations, digital prints, social media templates, logo packs, children's book illustrations, or product mockups without year of design training. The human brings the taste, the niche, the curation, and the packaging. The AI handles the production. What would you create if the only requirement was a good idea and an eye for what looks right? These products get made once. They sell on platforms like Etsy, Creative Market, or Gumroad over and over. That is the model, and AI made it accessible to anyone with a laptop. Second, writing and content. For most of history, making money from writing meant either having an audience, having a publisher, or both. AI changed the workflow. Tools like Claude or ChatGPT help writers structure their thinking, draft faster, research deeper, and edit cleaner. AI is a writing partner, not a ghostwriter. The ideas, the niche knowledge, the specific human perspective, that is what creates real value. A generic ebook on productivity exists everywhere. An ebook on productivity for night shift nurses or for first generation college students in tier 2 Indian cities, that is a niche. And niches sell. What do you know deeply that most people around you don't? That knowledge is a product. AI just helps you package it faster. Ebooks, newsletters, ghost written business content, course scripts, niche guides. Third, and this one surprises people, gaming. The global gaming industry is worth over $180 billion. But here is the part most people miss. You don't need to build a full game to participate in that economy. Indie developers, especially solo developers, constantly need assets, sprite packs, background art, UI kits, character designs, quest narratives, NPC dialogue. AI tools now make it possible to generate these as sellable products in a weekend. India's gaming sector alone reached 232 billion rupees in revenue in 2024, and the government's budget 2026 projects a need for 2 million gaming and ABGC professionals by 2030. What part of gaming do you know deeply enough to create for? The art, the story, the world building. There is a real paying market for all of it. Now, a Brookings Institution study from 2024 found something important. Freelancers in AI exposed creative categories saw roughly a 2% drop in contracts and a 5% drop in earnings, specifically those doing generic replicable tasks. Generic AI output is everywhere. If your product has no point of view, no niche, it will drown. But here is the other half of the same data. Graphic design job postings actually increased by 8% after ChatGPT. Web design up 10%. Because what AI cannot replace is judgment, taste, cultural context, the specific expertise of a person who knows a niche deeply. The freelancers who are growing their income in 2025 are not the best prompt engineers. They are the one who combine AI speed with an irreplaceable human perspective. So if you want to actually start, here is the simplest possible framework. Step 1. Pick one sector. Design, writing, gaming, just one. The one that felt most like you while watching this. Step 2. Pick one output format. A template pack, a short ebook, an asset bundle. Something you can finish in a weekend, not a 6-month project. Step 3. Pick one platform. Gumroad, Etsy, itch.io, one listing, real feedback, real data. One sector, one product, one platform. The orange economy has been growing for decades. AI just removed the last excuse most people had for not entering it. $4.3 trillion, 50 million jobs. A $1 billion government funding in India alone to help create the next generation of orange economy professionals. The door is open. The only question left is, are you going to walk through it? Drop a comment, tell me which door you would walk through first.